Our next question is from Javante Jones, and we only have two more. I'd like to hear JC's thoughts on women in wrestling. His, and this is in quotes, friend, John Laurinaitis, used to hire models to be wrestlers. Although some of them turned out to be not that bad, it still disheartens me that a top guy at a wrestling company would go out of his way to not hire female wrestlers. TNA has been good with female wrestling, but they are still a company where women don't have much time or heat. The last WrestleMania match didn't have a women's match at all. What do you think of the current state of female wrestling, and do you think it'll ever make a comeback?
Well, let me just say also, they're not lying about Laurinaitis. He hired them out of lingerie catalogs, not even meeting them. I've
heard that's true of, I think,
yes.
Kelly and Alicia Fox.
I don't remember. They sent them down here to, if it's the two I'm thinking about, they sent them down here to OVW, and Danny Davis said they were doing drills where they just hit the ropes, run across the ring back and forth and hit the ropes, that one of them puked and one of them had to sit down. But yes, he actually legitimately did that, and then he would find out who their agent was, because they thought that all the female wrestlers in the industry looked like dogs. Basically, I'm not saying they used that exact term, but I could visualize mentally the meeting where they said all the wrestlers are ugly. We need to get beautiful-looking lingerie models, quality women, and teach them how to wrestle, because Vince Russo, same thing. He thought, well, we'll just goddamn get actors and teach them how to fucking wrestle. It just a complete lack of respect for the business. But anyway, yes, unfortunately, that's what, just like managers. Everybody says, why aren't there any more managers? Well, there aren't any more female wrestlers taken that seriously because they screwed it up for so long. And now, they have divas that they would probably just as soon they do personal appearances and the jingle bells wearing the Santa outfits and photo shoots and et cetera, but they have to wrestle at some point to justify their presence there, is the way that I get it. They're presenting the product. It's like, here, we're not going to foist this off on you really hard and heavy, but here's some over here, and that's who these girls are. I mean, unless they're going to promote it as important, it's not going to be important. And it's hard, Trish Stratus was a tremendous student. And I'm not trying to knock anybody now because I don't watch the current product. Therefore, I don't know who the current performers are. I know Natty Neidhart has to be good, and she's there just because of her genes.
She's okay. Well,
just because of her genes, she's got to be good. But I don't know what the girls' product is like now, but it's not featured heavily, as the questioner complained. And until it's featured heavy, you're not going to have enough girls to put emphasis on it and make different matchups unless you start training a lot more. And to train a lot more, instead of getting girls who look good and trying to teach them how to wrestle, you ought to try to find some girls that can wrestle at halfway look good and figure out how you can dress them up, because that would, to me, would be easier. I don't know, but it's just me. I would try to find people who already wanted to be wrestlers and try to teach them the right way to wrestle than just taking somebody from scratch that's getting a developmental contract because somebody's going to pay them some money.
It's a little confusing because, they went out of their way to hire Sarah Del Rey off the Indies, who is an incredibly talented female wrestler. They hired her to train these new wrestlers that they're bringing in. A lot of people were hoping to be able to see her on television and to see her wrestle, but I can't see them ever doing that because she doesn't have the look that they're looking for. But I find it hard to believe that at, say, Shimmer or Shine, there aren't some, insanely gorgeous looking women who can wrestle and care about the business.
What are you trying to do to me, Alice? You're trying to make me explain the inexplicable. And yet with Sarah, I don't know that people would throw bricks at Sarah, but at the same time, no, I don't think she looks like a lingerie model. I don't know that's the look she's going for, so she's probably not disappointed.
No.
But once again, as ODB and Awesome Kong proved in TNA when they were a little bit more serious about their women's division, because they had the best champion in Gail Kim, the underneath babyface, could work her ass off, and they could revolve, other wacky type character girls off of her. That worked for a while, at least for their ratings. They couldn't sell pussy on a troop train, much less tickets, but it worked for their ratings. We're still talking about TNA, though. It's not the industry leader. It would have to be, Vince deciding, A, we're going to focus on women. B, we got some accomplished women. And C, we're going to push it harder, just like tag team wrestling or managers or anything else to come back.